So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the conjunction video of the week. And yes, I haven't made video this week at all because I've been under some severe fever for the past 4 days. Again, your kids go to school, they get sick. Through them, you get sick. Parenthood is so beautiful to deal with. So, finally, right now, today, I feel like up to at least 80%. So anyway, today we're going to be covering Sun and Moon in the 6th house of your birth chart. And what happens when Sun and Moon are in the 6th house of your birth chart. And one thing you have to understand, that Moon, you got to understand, is the Moon waxing or waning? Is the Moon behind the Sun in degrees or forward to Sun? Because that also makes a big, huge difference. Because a waning Moon will be much more selfish, will look out for itself, will be more inward, while waxing Moon will be more about other people, will be more outward to people. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this particular placement, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, and all the other astrological details, check out the links in the description at astrologykrs.com under shop section, where you'll find my books and reports and consultation. So with Sun and Moon in the 6th house, a person usually gets a disturbed mind. A person will constantly, because see, what is the 6th house? Obstacles, enemies, health, diseases, debts, litigation, divorces. So you see, the 6th house is not the most pleasant house to deal with, and wherever the mind sits, the Moon sits, you constantly think about those things. You constantly want to deal with those things. So in one way, this is a particular Moon that will constantly worry, unnecessary anxiety and worry about things that haven't happened, things that may never happen, unnecessary worry about health. Something little happens and they'll create a mountain of it. And the other thing we also see, because Sun is a natural malefic and it does well in the 6th house, one is able to deal with, especially like a waxing Moon, will try to get rid of these things by helping others. Like usually these people will love working for an NGO, social welfare, social reform, nonprofit organization. They will like to do administrative work in such places. Because the worries that they have, they're like, why am I worrying for myself so much without any cause? Let me just see if I can just get rid of someone else's pain. And obviously this is also the placement where a person naturally be attracted to learning about health, trying to educate themselves into health, nutrition. And usually if you get Mars here in the 6th house, or Mars is in the 3rd house aspecting the 6th house where Sun and Moon are, usually such people will have perfect health. They don't even have to worry about health. But again, it's a placement that just unnecessary things comes up to this person. Also, what we see is that usually a person feels like they do not have a relationship with the mother. Or there could have been some separation early in life with the mother. Now, usually that happens if sun and moon are in a certain sign. Because right now we're not discussing any sign, we're just discussing the house. Okay. But usually that could happen, especially if there are other, malefic impact on this particular conjunction. Moon, if it's especially waning, one will be very afraid of being in debt. They'll hate being in debt. And that's one good thing that comes about with waning moon. Little bit of debt will give them an anxiety. Waxing moon can get into debt and be like, yeah, that's fine, I'll pay it off. I'm not that worried. And yet they can build debt upon themselves. The other thing we also see, usually this particular conjunction may not give a person a chance to enjoy the love of their paternal grandmother. Either the grandmother may have lived far away, or maybe she passed away when you were young. And usually this person does not like to be alone. They always like to be with somebody. They always want to be in company of someone. But overall, you really have to see how far moon is from the sun, especially in this house. The closer the moon is to the sun, the more a person can deal with mental and anxiety, depression. The further away it is, whether waxing or waning, the easier the situation will be. Okay? So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of sun, moon in the 6th house of your astrological chart. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. If you want to know where your sun and moon are placed, all the other astrological details, check out the links in the description. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with our moon through signs ascendant series, right? We'll see you later. Bye.